Okay, welcome to the Neighborhood Seed Exchange live from the Bonham Public Library. Today I'm going to talk to you all about first-time gardeners. Some of you are at home and with your families and you probably want something to do. You can go out in the yard and you can start your seeds. You can start your garden. You can do it all by yourself or you can do it with some family members. This is real easy to do for young little kids and older adults. But we all want to save money, so we're all starting gardens. And if you have any questions, I have a couple of first-time gardeners here that's going to ask their questions, and I'm going to answer those. But today we're just going to talk about a few vegetables.
Yes, I was wanting to know, I would like to plant broccoli and cabbage. So is this like the perfect time for that right now?
Broccoli and cabbage are cool weather plants. They need to be planted probably in February. They can be planted in March, but if you start putting those in now, they're not going to do well. They'll probably turn more into a flower rather than into a vegetable. So that is going to be a problem because they like cooler weather. You can do that in the fall though if you like to do those in the fall where it's cooler. So you don't want to go into frost or winter. You just want something in a cooler weather.
Okay.
Yes, I am wanting to also start a garden. I don't have a lot of space, so I would like to do it in a planter or either a pot, a flower pot. So I was wondering if I can do cauliflower or carrots.
Okay, carrots and cauliflower are more of a winter plant too, just like the broccoli and the cabbage. Now you can put them in a pot if you want to, but they probably prefer the ground because they're going to keep up with the cooler weather. So it's going to be hard to do a climate control inside or in a pot. Pots usually dry out. Your carrots are going to have to be at least 18 inches deep. Well, you're going to plant them on the top, but they're going to go down 18 inches at least. So you're going to have a really super deep pot, and I would advise not to do carrots in a pot. So I think all these cold weather plants would probably prefer to be outside directly into the garden. Now, if you want to do something in a pot, we can go ahead and put in tomatoes and zucchini. And those you can put in with dirt in the pot. And make sure it's nice dirt, like something like Miracle-Gro or something like that, where it's fertilized. And then just keep an eye on it. You might have to stake your tomato up with a tomato cage. Your spinach, as it starts coming off, you don't want to pull it up by the root. Never pull your lettuce or things like that from a root. You want to pick it off by the leaf. That way you have your leaf. You can go ahead, put it in your salad, and it's going to regrow.
And I wonder if we wanted to go ahead and plant these outside, it's perfect time for it now?
I think now that we're so close to Easter, I would say it probably is a safe time. If you have the plant, go ahead. If you wanted to start it by seed, you probably should have started it by seed a while back inside the house in maybe an egg carton, which is cheap to do. Don't use a styrofoam. Use something that's kind of going to degrade in the ground. But I would definitely get the plants for now and go ahead and start those. Because usually your last frost is more likely after Easter. If you can remember, there's always kids at Easter time that are really cold and it's freezing or it's doing something outside. So I would say that anytime after Easter. So I would say after this weekend. Another thing that is a good summertime plant is zucchini. It takes up more space. I would not do that in a pot because it's going to vine out and grow. But the thing you want to watch about zucchini is that it's going to get bugs. You're going to have to spray for bugs. And the first sign of a bug, you need to start spraying it. If you notice your plant dying, you need to jerk that squash plant out of there. You don't got to do it with the other ones. You can just treat the plant. But squash is really difficult to grow if you have bugs. If you have no bugs, you're fine. Does anybody else have any other questions?
Yes, I would like to know, can I plant onions now?
Onions. I love onions. Onions need to be planted in cooler weather. They are like a carrot. They grow over the cooler weather. You can plant those in. in the spring or in the fall, and they'll winter over. A lot of people think you can't grow things in the winter time, but onions you can grow over in the winter. You can gather your seeds, or if you have the Egyptian walking onions, which is our favorite here at the Bonham Public Library, they will reseed themselves. They grow to a bulb and they fall to the ground and they shoot up a new one. But onions you can keep all the time. If you have the Egyptian onions, you'll have them forever and ever as long as you don't pick your very last one. Now, if you have any other questions, you can check on Facebook, go to our comments, leave your comments, and we will be happy to answer those. Until next time, happy gardening.